going on? It's your boy Aristotle. We back with an episode of Ferrari Talk. So today I'm gonna be driving the Ferrari. We're gonna be dropping gems. Tune in and stay with me. Let's get it. Let's get straight into today's gem. And today's gem is about adding value in the art of making money. Alright? So me and you cannot make money. We are not the Federal Reserve. We aren't the stock market. We cannot print our own money. We can only offer value in exchange for money. So you got to ask yourself, how can I add value to someone in exchange for money? Whether you go work for someone, remember you're filling out a resume and telling them how valuable you are so they can give you money in exchange, whether you're an engineer, whatever it is you do. So my whole goal in life is to add value. What do people need? How can I get people to spend money with me by offering value, okay? And that is how you get money. Whether you have a coffee shop, whether you have anything, you are offering value in exchange for money. Maybe it's an experience. Some people want an experience, so you gotta offer that. Some people want things, so you gotta offer that. Some people want advice. Some people want coaching. Some people need something, okay? They need personal trainers. They need this. But then, to make a lot of money, you also gotta have a scalable income. So a lot of people choose things that aren't necessarily scalable. Like, I was once a barber, but it's only so many heads I can cut in a day. I can't become a millionaire cutting hair. Why? Because it's not enough time. The time it takes me to cut hair is 30 minutes. So that means in order for me to be a millionaire barber, everybody would have to have bald heads. You get what I'm saying? I would have to charge maybe $100 a head, and it should only take me 15 minutes. You get what I'm saying? So I'm making what, $400 an hour cutting hair. That would be the only way I can get rich being a barber. You can't get rich necessarily working with your hands. So that's one thing, first and foremost, I want to explain to everybody. Okay. So my whole, that is the reason me myself quit barbering, is because I realized, hey, I'm working with my hands and I'm exchanging too much time for money. So you got to ask yourself, how can I shorten the time frame of me making a lot of money? So if you go and work for a job, they give you $15, $20, $30 an hour. Even then, you got to ask yourself, how can I make more in this hour? What can I do extra? How can I have either my money making more money for me, or me adding enough value to where someone will pay me more? Okay? So that is up to you to find and strategize and understand that. And another thing I want all of you to understand is no one is going to do the work for you. So a common misconception is there's going to be some genius that's just going to do the work for you and put in the legwork, put in the reading, put in the studying. I'm telling you, I spend hours on YouTube learning how to work the camera, learning how to edit the videos, learning this and that. I Google everything. I go ask questions, and if I can't find the answer, I'm gonna go ask somebody. And if they don't have the answer, then you know we just gonna trial and error until we get it. But be persistent with your goals and your dreams, and never accept no for an answer. Okay? If you can't find it, it's out there. You have to be on a quest to get the answers to everything you want. So the first of all, you got to know the steps in which it takes to get that type of money. Alright, so if you don't even know the steps, you already lost. Planning is key. Having a budget and learning how to use your money and leverage your money. Investing in yourself. Scared money does not make no money. I never understood why people think that they can be scary and make a lot of money in this world. Alright, so if you're one of those people who like, hey, I'm just going to save, you can't save your way into getting rich. You can only invest in yourself and add value. So that's another thing. You got to add value, and then you got to keep reinvesting into your brand. So it costs to make money. It costs money for me to get that many Instagram followers. Don't think it's just all organic. I had to run ads. It cost well over $500,000 just to grow my Instagram following to $500,000. You get what I'm saying? So even with YouTube, the camera costs money. The editing software costs money. You get what I'm saying? To get a video editor, that costs money. So people, there's no shortcut or anything like that to getting money. I know you seeing all this AI this, AI that. Still no shortcut. You can go fill out some script in ChatGPT. You still gotta say the script, or you still gotta pay somebody to say it. And then on top of that, if it sounds too robotic, then no one wants to listen to it. At the end of the day, YouTube is also about trending topics. So all of this, I can just fill out this script, do this, do that. If you're not keeping up with the current times and you're trying to rely all on AI is sometimes behind the curveball. So there's no shortcut to human intelligence. That's something I always want to tell people. Alright? Now, you can say, oh, they got AI for this. They got an AI lawyer. I heard somebody say that too. Listen, there's only so much and so far these robots can go. So how can you add value in this world to make someone pay you a lot of money? You got to figure that out for yourself. Aristotle, give me some answers. Give me this and that. You've heard a million side hustles. Real estate, Uber, DoorDash, all these different side hustles, and you know what I'm saying? The only thing I can tell people, if you starting from the bottom, fall in love with the process for one. If you want to make a lot of money, you got to fall in love with the process. Remember, there's a system to everything. There's a system to getting in the NBA. There's politics involved. There's a lot of training. You know how many 6'10" men are not in the NBA? There's a process to it. There's politics involved. So that's just with everything. No matter what it is, you're going to realize that there's two things to be successful that you're going to have to conquer. That's politics, and that's the process. And the process is persistence. Going to the NBA requires what? Going to the gym almost every day, working on your craft. Then you got to go network. You got to go talk to this guy. You got to go get on this magazine, do this interview. Everything is not as simple or cut and dry as you think. Investing, there's a system to it. It's not as just simple and cut and dry as, oh, just buy these stocks because my friend says so. No, it's a system to day trading. There's a system to buying long term. And I can tell you a few things about that. It's literally about buying when there's an economic downfall. Like COVID-19, you're supposed to buy that dip. Now you have this dip, the inflation dip. You buy that dip. You get what I'm saying? So every crash, that's when you buy. If you want me to just make this all simple terms for you, but don't buy in the beginning of the crash. Let the crash exhaust. Okay? Let the crash exhaust all of its energy until all the stocks are kind of depleted. Whenever you see the market depleted as well as stocks depleted, that's when you buy. Okay? When you like, oh my God, like this is bad, that's when you buy. And that's with anything. The recession is the best time to buy. Okay? So you got to start realizing that too. Like, how can I capitalize on the cheapest prices? Because timing is everything. That's another thing too that a lot of people don't realize. Timing. Capitalizing on a certain time period. Striking while the iron is hot. Okay, when the iron is hot, you got to iron your clothes. Alright? That's how you make money too. Capitalizing on a time period. I bought the dip. Made 70K in 1 month because of timing. Capitalizing and striking when the time is right. So that's something I'm personally learning. Learning how to catch and ride the wave of a trend or an early trend. Catching the wave of an early trend or creating and trailblazing your own trend. So that's what I did. I trailblazed my own trend and I was early to the option trading, group chats, this and that. So it was easy for me to capitalize on the market. You got to tell yourself that too. How can I capitalize off this? You got to do something you never once thought you would do. If you want something you never had, you got to do something you never did. You got to talk to people you don't want to talk to. Then you got to take, and another thing is numbing yourself to the feelings. If you want a lot of money, then you can't be in your feelings all the time. You're gonna have people that you don't like that you still gotta work with. Do you know how many successful shows where the characters themselves beef? Now the truth is coming out. You know, Hollywood is no longer becoming a secret. You felt that? But yeah, there's so many successful shows, successful, you know, businesses where people beef behind the scenes. But guess what? When they hop on that camera, they best friends because they understand the art of money. And a lot of you have this whole, you know, I know what you guys thinking. Well, Aristotle, are you telling me to not have morals, because if I don't like this person, I'm just not going to work with this person. I'm telling you, at some point, you're going to have to compromise that in order to get money. So I'm giving you all the gems: timing, putting up with things that you usually would not put up with, persistence, getting up when times are hard, even when you're depressed. There's only so long that you could take this break. You still got to go to work. So if you want a lot of money, now you got to be persistent. So that's why they say it's not for everybody. You got that feel sorry for me, kumbaya attitude, then getting a lot of money ain't for you. Oh, he talking about that, yeah, that candy and shit, yeah. So it's like, you want a lot of money, then you're gonna have to do some things for that money. You're gonna have to work hard. You ain't gotta sell your soul, but you can get a lot of money without doing that.